And that's the weather. At the tone, the time will be midnight. Good evening. It is now April 1st. Here's a recap of the news from the 31st.
Yay, it's April 1st. Before dawn. Wow, that's the first time it's ever said that.
What?
Oh, it's all just a dream!
When did we fall asleep?
Huh? What? Wait, is this?
Yeah, it's the dorm. He's like, I better open these damn doors. Oh, thank God, they opened. I gotta admit, that's pretty funny. First thing Akihiko does
What is it, Kora-chan?
is open the damn doors.
Weren't we gathered around the entrance, talking about some kind of key? That's right. But it looks like everything's okay now. The outside world is back to normal. We can leave any time.
So, the abyss of time has disappeared.
The date! It's April 1st!
Yay!
So, that means we're saved, right? Woohoo! About damn time!
You know, Igus is still sleeping, right?
Igus, wake up! We're safe! Come on, Igus. Wait a second. After we opened the front door with the key, we were brought to that room that looked like an elevator. And while we were there, Igus-san...
Yep, she's dead.
Hey, Igus, how long are you gonna lie there? Wake up!
Yeah, shake the dead robot.
Igus?
That'll work.
Mitsuru-senpai.
It's too early to reach any conclusions.
Don't sound
Let's carry her
paranoid
to
or
her room for
anything,
now.
or
We can
panicked.
keep an eye on her condition with the equipment there.
Damn it. She's not waking up.
How's it look, Fuka? Don't worry, I've used the system a number of times before.
That's not what
The
she
equipment
asked.
should be set up already, so...
She wanted your diagnosis.
If only it wasn't so late at night. I'm sorry. I tried contacting the lab, but I doubt they'll be sending anyone right away.
Well, I've almost got the bioscan unit online.
Is that it?
Yes, her vital signs are up on screen. Let's see. No. This is awful.
Did you find something?
Her synaptic circuits, they're completely burned out.
Is that bad?
There was some sort of massive system overload that took her way over capacity. It's probably related to her new ability to use multiple personas. Burned out? But they can fix her, right?
Yeah, just replace them. No big deal.
It's easy to replace the faulty parts, but she'll no longer be the Igus we all know.
Oh.
No. Igus.
Well, maybe she can go through the same character arc a third time. Oh.
Hmm? Did you call me?
Hey, Igus. How's it going?
I guess.
Yeah, she's fine. She's a real girl now.
Has something happened?
She's back to sounding more human
Jeez.
again.
You had us worried sick, sleepyhead.
You took so long to wake up, we thought you might have died.
But how could this be? Her synaptic circuit shouldn't even be receiving power. It's as if she's really alive.
Dun dun dun.
Oh, I'm so sorry to have worried you all. I was having a dream. The first one in some time.
That's good, I
Memories
guess.
of time I spent with everyone and strength of heart when united is barred by no door.
Kind of a Deus Ex Machina, but
Oh,
kind of
it's
not
nothing.
really.
Sorrowful partings
Since
only show us the weight of
Her
our
character arc was
relationships.
based around
But
becoming
the
more
joy of
human.
living comes from
In
those who care
both
about
the
you.
answer and the journey.
A very lucky person,
But whatever.
I guess.
Just like Yukari's
We were so
character arc
close
was
to
based
each other.
on
We suffered over the
not
same
being able to get
things.
over the loss of her father
I feel pretty stupid
in
now.
the journey, and
I wonder why we both thought we were all alone. I guess we're
then
more
not
like
being
each
able to
other
get over
than we
Minato
thought.
in the answer.
Whew. Well, looks like it all came out okay.
Yep.
Man, I was pretty freaked out there for a while. But I think we got our happy ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks that way. I'm bushed.
We just had to beat the crap out of each other first.
Oh, crap. Now that we're not in any danger, I'm about to pass out. Maybe I can sleep standing up.
Oh,
Really?
Junpei-kun.
He really fell asleep.
Very well.
No.
Let's go back to our rooms and rest
I guess
until
he's
morning.
okay.
If there's anything left to do. Actually, there is one thing I'd like to announce.
And what's that?
About collecting everyone's evoker. I'm thinking of calling that off.
Yeah, keep him as a memento.
Our ordeal has given me a lot of food for thought. My own way of running away may have been to try to collect these and put them away, forever. But even if there are no shadows left, the battle against ourselves is ongoing. Each of you should hold on to yours.
Guess so, Yukari. Or Mitsuru.
Until the day when everyone can change.
Or until we make a bunch of
Right?
fighting games. No, I haven't played any of the Persona 4 fighting games. Of course, it's really Persona 3 and 4 fighting games, but yeah. And I know they're canon and they continue the plot, and I don't care.
Let's see. I already shipped my large luggage. Did I forget anything?
That was my contact. The car they sent for us will arrive shortly.
Well, that's good.
What, are you taking everyone else along for the ride too?
Their new dorms are on the way to the lab. It'll be a quick stop. I thought we might as well travel together, since we're all here. It would be dull otherwise.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Where on earth is Junpei? I told him not to be late.
Really, Junpei?
Junpei-kun?
Nobody rushed to
Let
check on him.
be. He's probably trying to carry everything at once. Same thing happened last year.
Oh, but that sounded like it really hurt.
He looks okay.
Ow, my face. I hope no one saw that.
Okay, Junpei.
Are you all right? Jeez, what a way to end this.
Ah, there's our ride.
Time to go.
Well then, shall we be off?
What's up, Igus?
I actually have a favor to ask.
And what is that?
What is it?
I know it might not be possible because it's so sudden, but is there some way that I can back out of returning to the lab?
Oh, you rather
Before, I thought
what? Go to school still?
there was nothing left for me to protect. No reason to live.
The same
But now
character
that I
arc
see
continuing
otherwise,
onward.
I'd
Yep.
like to go back to school with Yukari-san and everyone.
Yep, there it is.
I guess. I want to continue to experience new things with you all. Is it too late?
Even if I wanted to place you back in, I'm no longer involved with Gekukan High.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Lady Mitsuru, your transportation has arrived.
Thank you.
Senpai,
You can obviously pull some strings.
I'm sorry for the sudden change in plans, but our destination is now the school's Tatsumi Hall. The transfer to the lab has been cancelled.
Then, Senpai,
All's well that ends well.
Now that's more like it.
thank you so much. It's an honor to be able to stay with you all.
Well, let's watch the credits roll, I guess. And the dorm closes forever. They gave Igus the keys.
I'm still kinda sad to leave this place behind.
Yeah, good times. At least in the
Yes.
journey.
But change is part of life.
Hey, I guess, if you're gonna live in the dorms, you wanna be my roommate?
Friendship!
I mean, you need one, right? But hey, no need to be so formal. We are friends, aren't we?
Yeah, you're right.
Yukari's hair is massively long there, but whatever. So yeah, that's the answer, and it's not that great. I'm not gonna do like a full review with scores or anything, but I'll briefly go over what I thought of it. Obviously the graphics are the same as the journey. Music, pretty much identical, other than a few new tracks. The new tracks are good. I do like them, especially like Heartful Cry. And I do like the Mass Destruction remix the best of the battle themes, but I don't really like the battle theme to begin with, so that really wasn't working too hard to do that. To surpass the Journey's battle theme, but... So, yeah, I guess the music is a little better in the answer because of that. But yeah, the plot... It didn't need to be 30 plus hours. I mean, there's only about 2 hours of plot, maybe 3, and that's pushing it. Really, the answer should have been nothing more than like Final Fantasy IV The Interlude. A quick 1 to 3 hour game, you know, no real grinding. I wouldn't even have Persona fusing in it. I mean, if you really wanted to have the wild card, just have you get Personas in shuffle time and that's it. Just, you know, be relatively easy with just a few, like one small dungeon, and you do the plot and that's it. You know, it didn't need to be this elaborate thing. Especially since they felt the need to do a lot of filler with it by repeating Igus's character arc, and to a lesser degree Yukari's character arc. And on top of which, the big reveal at the end was monumentally stupid. The reason why he died, Minato died, is just monumentally stupid. And is a thematic contradiction, and frankly just goes way beyond my suspension of disbelief. So, yeah, it's not good. Yeah, and then of course the party members fighting each other was just ridiculous. The gameplay, it pretty much takes everything that was good in the journey and throws it out the window. Oh yeah, and the Metis character. Metis herself is okay, it's just her existence is a result of, I guess, repeating her character arc, which is annoying. So, it's a give and take. She was fairly interesting as a character, but whatever. The gameplay, pretty much, it takes all the interesting mechanics of the journey, like the social links, you know, working on social stats, having a schedule that you had to manage, combined with going to Tartarus at your will, and replaces it with a pure dungeon crawler. And I'm sorry, but the battle mechanics for Persona 3 are not that great. You only have control of one character, it's very easy to get hit with a status ailment that prevents you from having any control over the battle at all. There's no, like, crowd control, buffs and debuffs aren't really that great. Pretty much sheer DPS, which is kind of like what it was in the journey. I mean, your party members will do other things, but your, you yourself will only be doing DPS because you're the highest level, and that's what you should be doing. And on top of which, there's the whole dick move where you have to fight your party members with just Metis. And you can very easily get screwed in that situation where you have to either start over or spend hours grinding. On top of which, the whole game feels like a grind fest. You either have to get a lot of levels because all the bosses have these baited weaknesses. So you either need to be high enough level to survive their attacks and hit them with what element they're technically vulnerable to, or you have to hit them with their weakness and hope that their evade or dodge abilities don't trigger, so that you can keep them knocked down so that they won't kill you. It is monumentally annoying, and it will take you many, many, many attempts to defeat the bosses that way. And it's just not fun, because it just feels unfair. So yeah, you're left with basically a bare bones dungeon crawler with, at best, a mediocre battle system, and I would argue a bad battle system. Not really that good. Plus, removing the compendium, I mean, come on, why? All that does is make the game more tedious. There was no reason to do that. That made it really hard for me to even do a walkthrough for this game. Hard to plan when you don't know what personas you're going to necessarily have. Yeah, removing the compendium didn't make the game any harder, just made it more tedious. But yeah, that's the end of the credits. I will say it has virtually no replay value, and it has very little fun factor as well. It's not a very fun experience. Honestly, I'd recommend just watching the cutscenes on YouTube. It's not pleasant to play. There's no New Game Plus in the answer or anything like that. It just goes to this. I'm just gonna wrap this up. I'm just gonna go to the config screen so that it doesn't go to the opening again. Yeah, the lack of a real villain really hurt the answer as well. I mean, there's really not much in the way of motivation. It's just kind of, oh, well, we're going to explore this place just because. I mean, the Abyss of Time is basically the same thing as Tartarus. They do try to hide it by making the doors separate dungeons, but it doesn't really work very well. It just comes across as another version of Tartarus. That's another problem with Persona 3's. The dungeon design is terrible. It's all hallways. It's not interesting at all. And when you throw away the social link aspect of the game, you're really left with nothing but a bare bones dungeon crawler battle system, so it's not a pleasant game to play. I think that's about all I really wanted to cover here. I'm sure there's other things I could mention, but I don't want to rant too much. I mean, I could have made a video review for it, but I mean, it would have just been me bashing the whole thing. I mean, I probably would have given it like a 3 out of 10 or something. Maybe a 4 out of 10. I mean, it's not unplayable, but it is unpleasant to play. And I am glad that this is done. And I look forward to going on to Summoner, which I think is a much more enjoyable experience than the Answer. Don't get me wrong, Persona 3 The Journey was awesome, but the Answer is way too long for what it is. And, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. So yeah, this is Ryzen. I hope you enjoyed this LP, and I hope you join me for my future LPs. Take care, everyone.